I took refuge. This was the end of the war. Soon, a few weeks later, 1945, April, the American troops moved in through that same forest, passing that graveyard. And we children were immediately friends with these Americans, not only because they gave out chewing gum and chocolate bars, Hershey bars, but because they were young, they were 19, 20, they came from their farm in Wisconsin. Dreams for boys, you know, from the Wild West they came. Besides that, they were our natural allies because they had defeated our parents. And some of them were even more impressing than others because they were pitch dark. They were black. We'd never seen a black man. And they had these white teeth, and most of them were driving the big trucks. And we children thought only men as powerful as these black GIs could drive these big trucks. Years later, when I was working in New York with Arthur Miller and Dustin Hoffman and John Malkovich on The Death of a Salesman, Arthur Miller told me, no, they were drivers because the army was not yet integrated in the Second World War. You had black battalions and white battalions. And except for one black Marine Corps, the blacks were mostly the transport battalions, meaning they were drivers. That's what they had always been. That was useful for me to remember when years later I shot another movie in Louisiana. From time to time you may find pictures of what I'm talking about. These, by the way, are the trailers, the coming attractions, you know, next week on the screen. So that was way down on my trip. I made this movie in Louisiana with an all-black cast. I adopted 2 black welfare kids who are grown up now. I'm 4 times a grandfather in Louisiana. It was a reaction to maybe these childhood remembrances of first meeting black people.